They sent on their way from the 1200 metre marker. Glimmer of Silver's in the yellow, and our Setri Dawn, ZAIDA's near the rail. King's View's on the outside, then Pax Emblem. Madame Justice is in the second line, about 2.5 lengths off the leader. They are followed by Winterwood near the rail. Then comes Buy and Keep further back in the field as Liberty Market. King's View is the leader. Glimmer of Silver is second in the yellow. On the outside are Setri Dawn, ZAIDA. Madame Justice has been niggled at. Pax Emblem on the outside, and then comes Winterwood. That's about 6 lengths off the lead. Further back, Buy and Keep, and then comes Liberty Market. Top of the lane, and King's View is the leader. Glimmer of Silver second. ZAIDA goes in for a run. Madame Justice comes out for a run. King's View still the leader at the 300 metre marker. Glimmer of Silver, Madame Justice trying to get into the race. ZAIDA's down the inside. Coming to the 200 metre marker then, it's still Glimmer of Silver. Down the inside, Winterwood's running on powerfully with ZAIDA. It's getting close. Glimmer of Silver, ZAIDA and Winterwood. Here's the line. ZAIDA won it. Second Winterwood, and third place is Glimmer of Silver. Number 12, ZAIDA, the Windrush, and Winterwood on the inside. That is the Western Winter. They have a terrific struggle. Glimmer of Silver is also right there up until the last 50. You'll find ZAIDA's just going to make it home, and ZAIDA number 12 wins it. Winterwood runs second. Third to Glimmer of Silver. The fourth position goes to Madame Justice. They were followed further back in the field by Liberty Market, who makes up some good ground. Then Pax Emblem, as we continue to run it. Then King's View. They were followed further by Setri Dawn, Buy and Keep us towards the inside. We'll take a look at that head-on shortly. In the yellow silks, Glimmer of Silver's the leader. King's View is also still right there. ZAIDA and Winterwood, the two on the left-hand side, fight it out. And it's ZAIDA with the red sleeves, Winterwood with the blue cap. They have a terrific struggle with Glimmer of Silver. Madame Justice still very green, but coming down to the line, you'll find ZAIDA just makes it home from Winterwood. So ZAIDA is the winner, and that's number 12 on the tote. Shows 430 and 150. And the tote favourite was number 9, Madame Justice. The scratching at the start, 10 National Answer. Until the running of the second race, which will start off our place accumulator, back to the studio.
ZAIDA, the daughter of Windrush for Alison Wright, and Mr. Mike Rattray. Brandon Arena drawn pole position. I gave this filly a nice, comfortable ride for most of the way, but he really drove her home over the final furlong or so. It was a great tussle between 5 Winterwood, who's certainly shown improvement from that last start and not disgraced back in second. It was a courageous run from the daughter of Western Winter. 12-5, Winterwood back in second. Rounding off your trifecta was number 7, Glimmer of Silver. And then that quartet rounded off by number 9, Madame Justice. And we must thank both Charles Laird and Alesh Naidu for their transparency about this filly. And they were spot on with their comments. She's certainly one that we'll pencil in and follow when they try her over a bit further. The bipot numbers you'll need. Exciting finish to race number 1 between number 12, ZAIDA from the Alison Wright yard, and the Mike de Kock filly, Winterwood. 2 great rides, Brandon Rena and Anthony Delpesh, but this filly kept fighting all the way to the line, and Brandon will tell us a bit more about this win. Really nice to have Mr. and Mrs. Rattray on course to lead in a winner, and this daughter of Windrush is obliged. Third time at the races. I think first up we'll have a chat with Brandon Arena. He had the plum draw 1. But just having watched that race, Brandon, you left her where she was comfortable throughout, and you only started to ask her when you turned into the straight.
Yeah, these, from the one draw we wanted to commit and try control the race, but she was very green under the lights for the first time and around the bend, so she dropped a little bit back from where we wanted to be, but she showed some resolution in the straight to get up.
Yeah, talking about resolution, it's hearts and courage that win races, especially in those tight finishes, and nice to see that she's got that, within herself.
Yeah, 100%, Dees. It's still early days for her, it's only a third start, and she showed she does have that guts and resolution, and she can go forward from here.
What about the rest of your rides, Brandon? It's a nice start. You got one on the board early.
Yes, Dees, she had a good chance and got a nice ride for Duncan in the next race. He's had 2 good fists and he's coming off into a good draw, so I give him a small chance, and Harrison in the 7th race, I give him a good chance too.
These colours, they've been kind to you. I know you've had a few winners in them.
Yes, I have, and it's very nice to have Mr. and Mrs. Rattray on course tonight. So it's an absolute pleasure riding for them, and an honour, for them to lead it with me on top.
How's things on the poly track? We're back at Greyville night racing. The boys are happy?
Yeah, these, of course, the poly tracks, hasn't really served its purpose yet because the rain's been scared to come, but I think in the long run we're always going to bear the fruit.
Good start to the meeting, as I mentioned. All the best for the rest of the evening.
Thanks, Dees. Well done to Alison and Kevin. Thanks.
Brandon, Larina. Let's get Alison in, and Alison, talk us through this. Felice, she's had 2 runs to date. The improvement was there last time out, but you had a spot on this evening.
Yeah, Dees, I think she's actually looking for further, this filly, but she came to us, she's been very backed off and taken time to know what it's all about, and the first time we took her to the races, she actually behaved really well, and like you say, she's come on. She was nominated in a 16, but we went with a 1 draw here. I must just say a big thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Rattray, and I'm pleased that they could be here, and well done to the team at home, and well done to Brandon, a great finish.
Yeah, it could have gone either way, so really nice to see her put her head down, and we'll be watching her closely over a bit further, as you mentioned. Before you leave us, anything else you like later on?
Oh, Dees, we've got ready for takeoff. I think he's also looking for a bit further, and Wayne and Crescent also is needing further, but they're well, and hopefully they can run into the money.
Thanks for your input. The very best for this filly.
Thanks very much.
I mentioned Mr. and Mrs. Rattray on course. Mr. Rattray, please come into the office. Really nice that you could be here with us this evening. And you just mentioned to me off air that you knew this filly was going to win, so you had to be here.
Well, it had to win because I sold out on the stud, but I kept 10 youngsters. This is the first one to win, and the others haven't run yet.
Nice to see your colours to the fore around the country. And here in KZN, you've got a few horses.
Well, I'll have next year, there'll be about 10 running.
You're out of the stud farm, as you mentioned, but still, as an owner, it's your passion, isn't it?
Oh, this is the game I've always done since a little boy, so I'm still a little boy.
Nice to have the lovely lady with you as well, Mrs. Rattray. She was all smiles leading in the winner.
She wasn't too sure whether was going to jump on her.
Mrs. Rattray, well done. Nice having you on course. All the best.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks very much. Bye.
Well done to Mr. Rattray. Short and sweet with number 12, ZAIDA. I knew she's going to win, and I had to be here to lead her in. If you caught this quartet, race number 1, 12, 5, 7, and 9. That's the way they finished. Coming up next will be the first leg of the place accumulator, and their time to jot down will be 18:45, according to 2.